shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Really? That's how you gonna do me? Oh boy. All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, and they all do 92.3 FM. Been one of those days where whatever it is, so far, it has been a little bumpy, but that's okay. I like a little bumps, a few bumps in my ride every now and then. So hey, we'll keep it going. Let me try to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have it's game time. It's Throwback Thursday, Women's History Month, on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Attention business owners, listen carefully to this important message. Are you tired of struggling with monthly bookkeeping or always being behind? Maybe you're fed up with paying your CPA ridiculously high hourly rates for subpar services. At Finance Pal, we know your pain. We're small business owners who understand your tax and accounting needs. At Finance Pal, we take over your books and design a program custom tailored to fit your needs. Whether it's bookkeeping, payroll, bill pay, inventory tracking, or taxes, we have you covered. We handle some or all of these services for one flat, affordable, low monthly fee. Stop worrying about your books and drowning in paperwork. Let us worry while you focus on growing your business. This setup is easy, and we give you the tools and technology to make your monthly finances streamlined and organized. Call now for a free business assessment.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
You're listening to Shiloh Radio, the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and the all-new 92.3 FM, where you will be encouraged, inspired, and ignited to reach your maximum potential in life with Jesus Christ with Shy.
Okay, now I get what our program director was saying. It makes it sound like this is Shiloh Radio, but it's not. Shiloh Radio comes on Thursdays right before I come on the air, but this is not Shiloh Radio. That's just a little promotion that she does to let everybody know about a great radio show, Shiloh Radio. All right, let's do it like this.
I'm Ben Tankard, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We ready! about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. It's too much pride from him. He's a man. They can be his just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Yeah, this is one of those days where I got to put my headphones on, turn the music up, and dance like nobody's looking. I mean, every now and then, you got to restart your day like that when you get started. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to give love to this sister right here. I mean, Keisha, I got to get you on the show this month. We got to get you back, tomorrow or today or Monday or two. Got it. The founder, the creator, the queen of Black College Experience. And man, I mean it. I have been enjoying all of her content. So if you are not following her, first of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, amazing, just absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of other folks follow my niece. I am Valencia King. Follow Christina Williams. Follow Carolina Blitz. Follow Kelsey Nicole Nelson. Follow Sheena Quick. It's just a ton of amazing colleagues doing amazing work far beyond Women's History Month. And I mean that sincerely. I'm not just saying it, not just trying to get props or anything like that. I mean it. And I mean, nobody knows Black college sports better than Keisha Kelly. Nobody. I got my TSU shirt on. TSU getting ready to rock with Alcorn today. In fact, in just a little bit, 2:00, it is SWAC basketball playoffs or tournament, and it'll be TSU and Alcorn. Last night, Prairie View all over Polo, Mississippi Valley State. Prairie View only lost 4 times, and yesterday wasn't one of them. Beat them 91-64. Southern has got to get back in the win column in football. They got to get back in the win column in football. Who was it? Arkansas Pine Bluff, I think, got them last weekend. So we'll see if Southern can't get back in the win column. And don't look now, but head coach Deion Sanders might be as good, if not better than advertised down there at J-State. They're only not 1, but 2-0 right now. I'm just saying. So a lot going on HBCU-wise today, this weekend. Of course, we got the State Fair Classic. Can Prairie View go 2-0? They came back and got TSU this past weekend. I keep telling y'all, I don't care if it's high school. I don't care if it's college. I don't care if it's the pros. Any level. AAF, XFL, NFL, CFL, BFL. I don't care. You cannot kick a bunch of field goals and think you're going to pull away from a team scoring touchdowns. The math doesn't work. It takes 3 of your field goals to outscore 1 of their touchdowns and an extra point. Do the math. That might have been a little too quick for some people. It takes 3 of your field goals to beat 1 touchdown and an extra point. Can't do it with 2 field goals. Got to have 3. Heaven forbid they score 2 touchdowns and an extra point. Now how many field goals do you need? 5. They got 2. You got to score 5 times. That's what happened with Texas Southern. They were kicking field goals when they should have been punching it in for touchdowns, and Prairie View's defense kept them in the game. And then all of a sudden, they got down on that goal line, got on the 4, not the 4, on the 4, with about a minute and some change left. They punched it in, and TSU could not pull it out. Big win, nice win. Bragging rights for, if I'm not mistaken, the 6th year in a row. If I'm not mistaken, I'll go back and check the math. But right now, Prairie View is bragging in this area for the what you know normally is the Labor Day Classic. If I'm not mistaken, 6 times in a row. So we'll see if Prairie View can keep it going. They've got Grambling Saturday in the Cotton Bowl up in Dallas for the State Fair Classic. Going to be a good one. Grambling's still pretty good. Coach Fobb doing great work up there, Grambling, down there, Grambling, however you want to, your geography. But Prairie View, man, they got off to a slow start, but I think they rolling. CJ, talk about, all right, Alcorn. Is Alcorn doing anything yet? What is Alcorn doing? Hold on, let me take a break. I'm gonna come back with some standings. I haven't done my power rankings. I got to get my stuff together. I'll be right back. It's the lunch break. Throwback Thursday on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, maybe losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Let's be honest, wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair, the world's lightest wheelchair, is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-262-4690. 800-262-4690. 800-262-4690. That's 800-262-4690.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It's Throwback Thursday, Women's History Month. A lot of stuff going on. Good stuff. If you didn't hear the breaking news, I'll get back to the SWAC in a minute. If you didn't hear the breaking news, Duke had their first positive COVID-19 test. All year long, first positive. And timing is everything because they were trying to play their way into the tournament by way of the ACC tournament. And now they have to sit out of the ACC tournament while they quarantine due to the positive test. And the test, bless his heart, the positive test came from a walk-on player who I believe has not even played in the ACC tournament so far. Tough break. You know, a sign of the time. It was a year ago, almost to the day, that the NCAA literally pulled kids off the court, young people off the courts, as they decided to shut it down due to COVID-19. Year ago, they were literally doing what they're doing now in their conference tournaments. And kids were pulled off the courts. And the announcement came that the NCAA was canceling the men and the women's tournament. And here we are a year later, and of all schools, Duke has to suspend their play for the rest of the ACC tournament. You know, no reasonable way for them to make it in the NCAA tournament. They're done. Notice I said reasonable way. I don't want to hear about any sentimental votes and legacy votes, and the committee can't vote Duke in. They just can't do that. They lose all credibility if they give a space to Duke, a seed to Duke, when other teams, are playing their way to deserve it. So, again, a tough break to those kids and that program and parents and students, alumni. Coach K and the coaches, they'll be all right. But, to those young people, my sincere feelings and thoughts go out to them. One school that seems to still be trying to get it done, and man, I sure want. I'm gonna be a fan now and not a broadcast journalist. I'll be a fan real quick and not a broadcast journalist. Syracuse, man, I want Jim Boeheim. I kind of just want him out. I do. I don't think it's gonna happen, but some kind of way, I feel like he's going to play his way in. You see what's going on with them real quick. Virginia came back. Virginia came back with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. The number 1 seed in the ACC, Virginia, is leading number 8 seed Syracuse 54-52. Jim Boeheim and Dabo Swinney are cut from that same cloth. You know, feel like they could just say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do. Like they have earned so much credibility by what they've done over the years in a sport that, you know, they've got the keys to life. They got the, you know, right form of discipline. They've got the right form of, you know, just you name it, whatever they want to, if they want to criticize, if they want to blame, whatever they want to do, they just feel like they can do it. Now, if somebody else does it, you know, it's the whole, oh, well, who are you? What have you done? Jim Boeheim and Dabo Swinney are two that, you know, if they decided to go do something else in life, I'd be for it. I'd be for it. I don't know about them like joining Congress. If we start to get all former, you know, football and basketball coaches in Congress, that might be a little whack. You know, Tommy Tuberville doesn't know the three branches of government up there because, you know, he was a good football coach. I know folks voted for him, but, you know, kind of like American Idol. You might not be able to sing, but if everybody from your town votes, you get in. So, I don't know. Come on, Virginia. Don't let me down. All right, let me go back to the SWAC standings. Here we go. CJ was talking about Alcorn State, and CJ, the only thing I can tell you about Alcorn State is they're undefeated. Alcorn is undefeated. Now, they haven't played anybody, but they're undefeated. They're 0-0. They're undefeated. Jackson State is 2-0. Alabama A&M is 1-0. Alcorn, Mississippi Valley have not played, and Alabama State is 0-1. Over on the west side, you got Arkansas Pine Bluff at 1-0. Prairie View at 1-0. Southern is 1-1. Grambling is 0-1, and TSU is 0-1. So there you go. SWAC football is fantastic. Let me see what's going on with the MEAC real quick. See what's going on with the MEAC. Over there, only one school has played, and that's Delaware State. And they're 1-0. Bethune, FAM, Morgan, Norfolk, A&T, Central, Howard, and SC State. None of them. Well, no, I take that back. Hold on. Let me get it right now. Delaware State has played. Bethune, FAM, Morgan, Norfolk, A&T, and Central have now not played. Howard has lost. They're 0-1. And South Carolina State is 0-1. CJ says, listen to you. They will win. I know they will. I don't think they're going to go winless. I wish all the HBCUs could be undefeated. All of them. Too bad they got to play each other, but all of them. I want all of them to be undefeated. All of them. So, but I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready for HBCU basketball. I'm ready for HBCU football. HBCU baseball is going on right now. Got some players playing ball right now. Softball going on. I don't know if he's going to call. I'm jumping around a little bit. I don't know if he's going to call, but Uncle Buck has some news for you today. The Lady Eagles of Fairfield High School played yesterday at State 3A. And remember, they were playing Brownville High School, alma mater of one Hall of Famer, Cheryl Swoops. And Uncle Buck should be calling today. Now, if he doesn't call, I will give you the results. Don't look it up now. Don't kill the thunder. Don't be that person. Don't look it up. Just wait for Uncle Buck to call. He's a Hall of Fame caller. Let's give him some love, some attention. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting call. I got something else I want to talk about. Again, kind of bouncing around, and I need your feedback on this one. So get ready to call me. Get ready to call me. Hey, Sydney Brown, what's going on? Okay, what's up, Kay Mitchum, Alicia Compton? All right, so here's my question. The Texas Rangers baseball team, they beat up on somebody yesterday. Who they beat? Oh, okay. They beat Seattle 17-5. The Astros tied the Marlins 4-4. But here's where I need your feedback. The Texas Rangers have said they are going to be at 100% capacity for their season opener in a couple of weeks. Like first week in April, they're going to be at 100% capacity for their season opener. Now, they say they're going to require everyone to wear a mask. They're going to require everyone to wear a mask, but they're not going to require anyone to social distance. So you'll be masked up next to some random person to your left or to your right, in front of you or behind you. About 40,000 people. It'll be the first sporting event in over a year to be at full capacity. What are your thoughts? No problem, problem, or big problem? Those are your choices. No problem, problem, or big problem. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000, or text me 832-403-5005. 832-403-5005. I want to hear your thoughts on that. The Texas Rangers baseball team says first weekend in April, or, for their season opener, they're going to be at 100% capacity in the Globe Life Stadium up there in Arlington for their baseball opener. About 40,000 plus. Got to wear a mask. Don't have to social distance. No problem, problem, big problem. Those are your three choices. Hit me up. I want to hear what you got to say about that. All right, so this person just texted in. JT said, big problem. Too much, too fast, too soon. Sydney Brown, big problem. They should still social distance. The thing about it is, so the Astros released their statement, and they say they're going to be somewhere between 25 and 50% capacity. So guess what that does? That gives them room to social distance. So for the Astros, got to wear a mask, got to social distance, and they're going to cap it somewhere between 25 and 50% of capacity. Here's my question. No problem, problem, or big problem? And do these teams and organizations, sports teams and organizations, do they have a responsibility for your safety? I know we're a litigious society. If I go down to the stadium and the Rangers have decided that they're going to be up there 100%, everybody up in there, folks can sit whatever they want, and yeah, you got to wear a mask. If I get COVID in that setting, is that on me or is that on them? Or is that on both of us? I know the answer, but I'm just asking you for conversation's sake. For conversation's sake. So 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. Hey, Monica Morris Howard, what's going on, Queen? Good to see you. Sydney Brown said yes to the Astros. So you like that they want to be open, but they're going to cap it at 25 to 50%, meaning you got to social distance as well wear masks. Sydney Brown said, it's on the person, in my opinion. I wouldn't go. Yeah, I think I agree with that. That's why I said I think I know the answer. Like, they didn't make me come. I knew what was up, what was possible by me going down there. But I guarantee you, as sure as rain comes down and not up, somebody's going to try to blame the organization. If they go down there and they get something, it'll be, well, you should have known better. You shouldn't have opened it up to everybody. Monica Morris Howard said it's on the person. I agree with y'all. I mean, they've already told you what they're going to do. So now if you go running down there and you get a little, you know, then that's on you. I don't know. On the ticket, I think I'd say it says something about forfeiting the right to do this, forfeiting the right to do that. I would make sure it says something to the effect of forfeit the right to sue for COVID if you come down to Ranger Stadium and be a part of the 40 GER that's going to be in there on opening day. One thing I know, it won't be 40 GER plus one, because I ain't going to be down there. I ain't going. Sydney Brown says, with the incubation period, how can they prove that they got it there? All I'll say is this. There are a whole lot of things that I didn't think people would be able to prove, and they got paid. Remember the lady with the coffee? Spilled the fast food coffee and burned her little bootay cheeks? I didn't think there was a way in the world that she would win that money against that establishment, and she did. So I'm just saying. All right, let me take a quick break. If you want in, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. I want to hear your thoughts today. It's Throwback Thursday. Kris Gardner going to join us in the 1 o'clock hour. Looking forward to him coming in as we talk about the second half of the NBA season. Got some Spurs talk, some Rockets talk, some Mavericks talk, might even do some New Orleans talk. All that next in the 1 o'clock right here on the lunch break on the Legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
God bless y'all. I'll see you again. Peace.
Now, in-home or in-office do-it-yourself COVID-19 testing is available to you, and the results are 99% accurate. Save your time and be safe by avoiding the lines and crowds. You can test yourself and your family members at home. Test your employees at work, making sure your workplace is safe. Simply call Citation Bioscience at the number we're about to give you to order your COVID-19 testing kits. When they arrive, follow the simple instructions and send them back to us with our prepaid shipping. Results are ready the next day in 95% of the cases. And remember, they are 99% accurate and reimbursable by your insurance company. Save your time, stay safe, and avoid the crowds. Order your COVID-19 kits now by calling this number now. Pricing starts at $119 and discounts are available for larger orders. Call now. 800-247-8046. 800-247-8046. That's 800-247-8046.
Do you watch television? Of course you do. Then have you tried Dish TV from All American Dish yet? No? Well, now is a great time because we're giving everyone that calls today a 2-year locked-in price. Your rate will not change for 2 years. The clock is ticking. Call now, get Dish, and get your price locked in for 2 years and save yourself some money. Dish has your favorite TV programs, even Netflix and Amazon Prime built into the DVR. You can even watch Dish anywhere you have an internet connection. Plus, we've even got awesome discounts for the military and seniors. Oh, and one more thing. Call All American Dish now and we'll even give you a free Google TV voice remote, free installation, and free equipment. Don't wait. Call All American Dish now.
800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. That's 800-296-1302.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the tax doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
My name is Devon McDonald from Jamaica, live in Indianapolis Colts, and you listen to the lunch break.
Man, this lunch break will make you jump. I said this lunch break will make you jump. Right here on the legendary KYOK, the all-new 92.3 FM, and streaming live at kyokradio.org. Kenneth, let me go back to the message. Kenneth said, AJ, what's up, Breakers? I am like this. Rangers can do what they want to do. I control what I'm going to do. If they want to be at 100%, they don't have to be at 100% plus me. So, big problem. And if I were to go down there and get sick, that would be on me. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for listening. But anyway, I agree with him. The Rangers, they business people. They grown business people. They out there making decisions for the Rangers. They're in business to put a baseball product on the field and have people pay money to come and see it. And they usually make so much money they can pay their product millions of dollars stacked up on top of each other. I don't have to be part of their process of doing that by stacking their fans in there on the first opening day of their season in April. I'm not going to stop them. Again, listen, let me tell you something. About me real quick. I learn fast. Fast. You usually don't have to tell me like 16 times how to do something. I usually pretty much got it before you're telling me or as you're telling me. And then I'm just going to try it out and see how it worked from there. And then I'm going to figure out how to do it my way so I can get it done, fast and right. When this thing first hit about a year ago, people were, unsure of what it was going to do and how it was going to be and what they needed to do. So I was like, yeah, no, I get it. Folks don't really know how bad this thing is. And folks don't really know how fast it can spread. And remember, folks were saying, at first they said black people couldn't get it. Nobody in Africa has COVID. Then they got it. And then it was like, well, nobody that has this can get it. Nobody can have that can get it. And then it was no children can get it. And then all those things got knocked down. And then it became very clear that no matter how you could get it, when you could get it, and where you could get it, people were going to figure out how to still do what they wanted to do. And I was on this microphone right here, and I was like, oh, they don't need to do that. Oh, that's just crazy. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, that's insensitive to the kids. And then the kids start protesting and suing and petitioning and all that. And I was like, listen, let me tell you something. Let people do what they want to do within reason. Just because they do it doesn't mean I have to do it with them. So I'm not saying that I've become apathetic. I'm just saying these owners, these athletic directors, these head coaches, these parents, and some of these players, they want to be out there. And you can't even say it's all because of the money, because high schoolers aren't getting paid. College players are supposedly not getting paid. So you can't say it's all because, hey, Jay, they need the money. Well, high schoolers ain't getting paid, so, can't be that. Can't be that. So if the owner, I don't even know who he is, if the owner of the Texas Rangers wants to pack him in there and 40,000 people decide that they're going to pack in there, face masks, no social distance, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Now, I'm cut a little different. I think just like you shouldn't be able to sue the organization if you go down there and catch whatever, I kind of feel like you shouldn't have to or be able to take up resources set aside for the people who are trying to stay safe. I mean, if 40,000 people go down there, I'm not being insensitive, I'm just talking now, we're just talking. If 40,000 people go down there and, I don't know, 20,000 of them get sick, that's 20,000 resources that will get sucked up because people decided to go to a baseball game in the middle of a pandemic. I'm just saying. I mean, it just stands to some kind of logic. If you can't sue, you ought not be able to suck up the resources when you knowingly went down there. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be, I'm just talking. If I'm wrong, talk to me. Talk to me and say, AJ, I get what you're saying, but really, you got to look at it like this. Hit me up, 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. It's kind of like the people who didn't like the bill that got passed yesterday or got, passed in the House of Representatives. I think the president is going to sign it like any minute if he hadn't already. I know they said they were going to sign it tomorrow, but it got to him faster than they anticipated. So he's either signed it already or is about to sign it. For the people who don't want it and didn't agree with it, then don't take it. Like, leave more money for other folks who need it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if you didn't vote for it, you don't want it, you're all against it, then don't take it. Like, when it comes, give it back. Let somebody else get 2,800 if you don't want your 14. Let somebody else get those tax credits for their kids if you don't want them. If I'm wrong, somebody call me and say, AJ, you're wrong. Let me tell you why. 281-453-1000. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
My name is Earl Watson.
How you doing, Brother Watson?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Are you calling to tell me I'm wrong? If so,
No.
I'm willing to listen.
No. I want to change the subject if I can.
Okay, go ahead. I'm willing.
Okay. Everybody talk about Russell Wilson, want him to get out. But if you've been running for your life, all the time up in Seattle, you'd want somebody to get some linemen to block for you too. Why is it just complaining when the guys say it's not complaining when Tom Brady say draft this man or get him and get this guy. But when Russell Wilson, they give me some linemen here that they hadn't gotten 5 or 6 years. And he's running for his life.
Yeah, I got to tell you something, man. Not just Russell Wilson, but the top two for me are Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson. have been running for their lives since they've been in the league. And just because they make it look easy doesn't mean that it is, and doesn't mean that they should have to, not even want to, but should have to keep running for their lives. If they are your franchise quarterback, you ought to protect them just like you would protect any other major investment in your life. So I'm not mad at Russell. I'm certainly not mad at Deshaun. And if the teams won't do what they need to do right by them, they have every right to look out for themselves.
Somewhere else.
Yep, they sure do.
And also, I was thinking about I called you a little while ago about the black quarterback.
Yeah.
A lot of them are out of jobs right now.
Yep.
And they're getting replaced by some sorry quarterback.
Yeah, quite a few of them are. I'm really waiting for the draft to come around, because the teams that don't get who they think they're going to be able to get, because right now everybody thinks they got a chance. Everybody thinks, this guy's going to fall down. This guy has a chance to come down to me. There's about 4 or 5 quarterbacks that folks feel like they can get a hold to. If they don't get who they think they're going to get, then I think you'll see some movement with Cam Newton, Jacoby Brissett, Teddy Bridgewater, Tyrod Taylor. I think you'll see some movement with those kind of players.
Yeah. And people always talk about, well, Tom Brady's good. Yeah, he's good because he can sit back there all day. Don't have to worry about getting hit. And if he get hit or touched, he get a 15-yard penalty.
They do have well, I'll say it like this. It seems like there has been a blanket of protection for Tom Brady that comes in the form of black and white stripes. I used to call them the New England officials. I'm sorry, New England Patriot officials have entered the game, because when they start defending him, it would be kind of interesting. But you bring up a good point. When you can pressure Tom Brady, you usually have good results. The games that he's lost, typically he has not been able to get comfortable and pick other teams apart.
Yeah. And they say Aaron Rodgers never have no talent. He got talent. He got the receiver that he has on the other side. And then the guy that drops some every time. But both of them were open. And he had a 1,000-yard back that they let him go.
Yeah, there's some talk that they're going to try and restructure the deal with Jones and try and keep him. I don't know if Jones wants to do that, but I know they want to keep him. But you're right. Aaron Rodgers has had talent. Aaron Rodgers has had plenty of talent. I mean, again,
when he get to the championship game, he blow up.
Yeah.
Check it out the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I follow Green Bay. I got friends and family up that way, so I follow them quite a bit. He ain't hurting for talent.
No.
So let me ask you this real quick before we go. You think Deshaun is going to be a member of the Texans come September?
I hope not.
Me neither. Hey, man, be safe out there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, good call. Really enjoyed that call. Good conversation. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on here to give us our COVID update. And then hopefully in the 1 o'clock hour, we should have Kris Gardner, and we can start breaking down the second half of the NBA season. It got back underway last night. We'll talk about that and anything else you want to talk about right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Today, on the one-year anniversary of the coronavirus shutdown, President Biden will make his first primetime address to the nation. Today, March 11th, marks 1 year since many businesses, schools, and others made the move to remote operations to protect people from the spread of COVID-19. With a look back at the lives lost and the sacrifices made, the president is expected to look forward, moving the country toward getting back to normal. Major airline and business groups are calling on the Biden administration to develop temporary passes showing which travelers have been tested and vaccinated for coronavirus. Airline industry leaders hope the credentials will help travel and hospitality return to normal. Although those pushing for the credentials say it is important to establish uniform guidance, they add that vaccination should not be a requirement for domestic or international travel. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SibylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Reverse! 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 I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. Reverse. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. Too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be his just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had to work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. My God, let's go. Reverse. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
All right, it's this first hour on the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Let me give you some updates right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Syracuse is out. The Q's is out. Virginia came back and beat them 72-69. Syracuse at 16-9. Will probably get in the NCAA tournament, but if I was in charge, I'd send them over to the NIT somewhere. I'd send them over to the NIT, let Jim Boeheim pontificate about all his greatness over there. Georgetown is running with number 1 seed Villanova right now. Only 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game, and Georgetown is up 63-62. Georgetown 10-12 on the season, led by Patrick Ewing, and Villanova is 16-5. And right now, Georgetown is up 63-62. A lot of love for that program, a lot of love for that head coach. All right, let's see. Mississippi State is leading Kentucky right now. Kentucky is not going to the tournament unless they win the SEC, and we just know that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. They're trailing 74-73. South Florida beating Temple, Southern Utah beating Northern Colorado. Yeah, I'm just reading them off right now. Maryland knocked off Michigan State. Michigan State more than likely will not get in the tournament unless they get one of those blue blood at-large bids. You know what I'm saying? You know, read between the lines. You didn't earn it, but you're a blue blood, and we'll give you an at-large bid because you're a blue blood. So, nice win by Maryland. Oklahoma knocked off the higher seed West Virginia. I think both of them are – Oklahoma State, I'm sorry. Oklahoma State came back and beat West Virginia 72-69. I think both of them are in the tournament. So, that's what we got so far. Let's see. Later on today, you've got Texas Southern and Alcorn. That'll be at 2 o'clock in the SWAC tournament. Northwestern State will take on New Orleans in the Southland about 5 o'clock. UT San Antonio, the Roadrunners, is going to take on Western Kentucky. That'll be at 5:30. That, of course, is Conference USA. And then UT and Texas Tech. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. And I think Shaka Smart needs a win, at least tonight, against Texas Tech to kind of seal the deal, if you will. It'll tip off at 8:30. That's Big 12 tournament. What's up, Keith Hennig? So, yeah, that's what we got so far. That's what we got so far. If you did not hear the news earlier, Duke is out of the ACC tournament, not because they lost, but because they had their first positive COVID-19 test all season. One player, a walk-on, unfortunately, bless his heart. And now everyone is in quarantine, and the team is out of the ACC tournament and not going to make it into the big dance. Not going to make it into March Madness. And again, if they were to get a blue blood at-large bid, that would ruin all credibility for the selection committee, all credibility for the tournament itself. Man, literally, if I was an athletic director and I missed out on the tournament because Duke got in, after this, I'd sue. The NCAA would be named the AJJJ. The AJ Jones. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You just gotta deal with it. You gotta deal with it. Again, Virginia took Syracuse out on a buzzer beater from 3. A buzzer beater from 3. Nice. All right, I owe the Houston Texans an apology. I've been railing on the Houston Texans, and I should, because of the whole Jack Easterby, Nick Caserio, Cal McNair, formerly Bill O'Brien, all that. And let me get specific about the apology. I said that the Texans were still over the salary cap, and they're not. I forgot that they had made some moves. Remember, they released Duke Johnson, and that took money off their books. They released Nick Martin. That took money off their books. They restructured the contract for David Johnson. That took money off their books. They got rid of Kenny Stills. That took money off their books. All that said, the Texans are somewhere between. Let me go to it. I don't want to guess and speculate. Hang on. Okay, here we go. I got it right here. Still got it up. The Texans. Where are we here? Houston, where are y'all? Okay, here we go. All right. Houston is 7th now. in cap room. And they must be making moves as we speak, because the number of cap space that they have right now is higher than what they had previously. And I think that might be based on where the new salary cap is. But right now, the team with the most cap room, Jacksonville Jaguars, they got $70 million of cap space. Shad Khan, what are you doing with your money, bro? I mean, like, do you know you actually got to pay players to get better? I don't get it. Whatever you're doing, I don't get. But anyway, $70 million for Shad Khan. Let's go $70.2 million for Shad Khan. Number 2 is New England. They've got $70.1 million. And again, you know, Bill Belichick and them got to spend some money, dog. You got to spend a little cash. At number 3, the Jets, Man, they are horrible. One of the worst run organizations out there. They still got a ton of money, 69.9 mil. Then the Colts are at 48. Number 5, Cincinnati, 44. Number 6, Washington, 39. And then the Texans are now at $36 million. Now, what they do with it, God will only know. Only God will know. And when you got the prayer partner executor, Mr. Jack Easterby, and Nick, I'm his best friend and prayer partner, Casario, and Cal, whatever they say, McNair, they'll find a way to blow it. they'll find a way to blow it. And this is all part of my apology. I owe the Texans an apology, not because of what I just said about them, but because I said they were over the salary cap, and they are actually $36 million under the salary cap. So congratulations, Texans. I apologize. I'm sorry. All right. Without further ado, let me get to Kris Gardner from Houston Roundball Review. Kris, I hate to do this to you. I got to take a quick break. When we come back, I will introduce you properly. All right. I want my apology to marinate out there so it doesn't get caught up in anything else. So Texans,
sounds good, brother. No problem.
I apologize to him, Doc. Do I owe the Rockets an apology for anything? We'll find out. I'll come back next with Kris Gardner right after this on the lunch break.
Attention business owners, listen carefully to this important message.
Glad you got it worked out, man.
Struggling with monthly bookkeeping or always
we'll see.
fed up with paying your CPA ridiculously high
Got more time for a birthday present, so might be a laptop.
Know your pain. We're small business owners who
My birthday is Sunday, so I guess it's a sign. So
take over your books.
I guess it's a sign.
Custom tailored to fit your needs.
That's what's
Whether
up.
it's bookkeeping, payroll, bill pay, inventory tracking, or taxes, we have you covered. We handle some or all of these services for one flat, affordable, low monthly fee. Stop worrying about your books and drowning in paperwork. Let us worry while you focus on growing your business. This setup is easy, and we give you the tools and technology to make your monthly finances streamlined and organized. Call now for a free business assessment.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area.
Keith Hennig, you are
If you're concerned
hilarious.
about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems
Check
are
your
not
phone, man.
home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades
your
they need to get ahead,
chat,
maybe
whatever,
losing
Facebook, whatever.
or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject at every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680.
Any of that go to the kids, or is that just?
That's 800-580-7680.
Stand by, man. I'm trying to behave today, I think.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know. All right, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is Throwback Thursday. It's still Women's History Month. I got my brother joining me, as always, on Throwback Thursday. He is the founder, the creator, the man with the plan. I can't play the dunk on everybody anymore because Blake Griffin can't dunk on nobody. So that I'm not gonna do my brother like that. Give him some fake song. I gotta find something else for you, man.
And plus, he's no longer a Piston, so I care less about him now. So that
right. I gotta find you another joint, man. I gotta find you another, kick the door in song when you come on. But it's Kris Gardner. Kris, thank you for joining us yet again on the show. Second half of the NBA season got underway last night. David Grubb and I, host of Hard in the Paint, talked yesterday about the Spurs winning almost in spite of LaMarcus Aldridge, and we get the word that they have mutually agreed to do this, before the game last night. So it didn't help. They lost to the Mavericks, but now you got LaMarcus Aldridge, you got Boogie Cousins, and some other names of guys that are out there kind of waiting to see where they're going to land. What do you think about LaMarcus, and where could he squeeze in with somebody?
I saw one, going back to Portland. So, these guys, these vets have a chance to chase that ring, and more power to them. They are past their prime, NBA prime, and their now former teams are going younger, and their roles in those teams no longer mesh. So, Blake signed with the Nets. We'll see where LA goes. Places make some sense for that reunion. We'll see what Big Cousins does, but we shall see. But it's part of the NBA business. You got a chance to go where you want to go to get your best chance at a ring.
Yeah. What's interesting is LaMarcus is not trash. I mean, I don't do these half-point things and 0.7s and 0.6. I've never seen a half point scored in the game. So about 14 points, 5 rebounds a game. He doesn't have to play 38, 39 minutes a game if he goes to Portland or somewhere like that. Obviously there's still some value in having him on the team.
He's healthier. His track record of health is better than Blake Griffin's. Mm-hmm. So I think he could provide more offensive punch to a new team than Blake can. Blake with Brooklyn. It's interesting how the Nets say they want him to be the backup 5. And Blake says, or has said to media this week, he's a 4. Well, your new employer says you're going to be backup 5, man.
Yeah.
So that's that short ball 5, because, I'm not going to call it small ball because Blake ain't small.
Right.
6'10" ain't small.
Right.
So good luck to him. His defense, I want to see if the new team rejuvenates his health.
Mm-hmm.
Will it restore some of his lost quickness? Did the injuries and everything zap his health and quickness, or was that just he was with Detroit and he's like, well, I'm here to collect the check. I'll do what I can for you, but I'm not going to try too much on defense. I wonder if a new location and a legit chance at a ring will rejuvenate his legs.
Gotcha. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us here on the lunch break. Kris, is there a reason why some of these guys, like an Andre Drummond, DeMarcus Cousins, have not signed yet? Was it the All-Star break? Is it the trade deadline? What's the delay with some of them right there?
In Drummond's case, the Cavs, they haven't found a trade partner. He's no longer he will not play with the Cavs anymore. So either they buy him out, or they're trying to find a trade partner to get something in return for him before they agree to a buyout. I think a buyout is most likely inevitable, but we got 2 weeks from today. Trade deadline is March 25th. So they're going to push up the deadline and see what they can get from it. The Spurs and LaMarcus, Spurs believe they can get a trade for him, so they can get something for him. So we shall see.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Kris Gardner joining us here on the lunch break. There was a name that came across my desk that kind of just like, oh, no, why they do that? Rockets parted ways with Mason Jones. What was that about?
Good question. I'm not really sure, because money is not really an issue. If they do decide to re-sign him to a 10-day contract, I guess you save some pennies, there. But one thing, Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be the backup point guard. That would take Mason Jones minutes for sure. So Anthony Lamb is an undersized 3, 4, 5, 6'6". He can shoot the 3, 40%. Rockets and these mid-sized dudes, I'm just tired of it. 6'6", okay, he can shoot 3, good. He looked good in practice yesterday, according to Coach Silas. But give me somebody 6'9", 6'10" who can do that. Yeah. They're out there now. There are out there 6'9", 6'10" guys who can do that. I'm tired of these 6'5", 6'6s. Next.
Yeah, you can't teach size, man. Cannot teach size. Christian Wood, was he at practice yesterday?
Yes.
Or was he cleared for practice? So he was actually at practice.
Yes, and he participated. His wind still needs improving. So about a week away from returning to game action. He says sooner. He thinks maybe after tonight and tomorrow back-to-backs. He says maybe Sunday against Boston. Coach Tyler says about a week. So we shall see. And apparently Seawood, he looked good in practice, talking some trash in practice to get some of his teammates to be more inspired and as he called it, riled up. So his energy and more importantly, his skills will be a big boost to the team in the second half of the season.
All right. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review. Do we know yet who's going to be in the starting lineup tonight? I mean, we got some we've got some new names, if you will, that will be available. So what do you think it looks like tonight?
Well, we know it won't be House. He's out. Nwaba's out. Eric Gordon's questionable. So I think Vic will play tonight, may not play tomorrow. One good news yesterday was that John Wall seems to be cleared to play both games of the back-to-back, Sacramento and Utah tomorrow. So that's a good sign for him and the team.
Mm-hmm.
So, tonight, probably John, Vic, Jayshawn Tate, PJ. I'm not sure about the 5 yet, so we'll see.
Okay. How much do you think we will see Mr. Porter Jr. tonight?
I'm not sure if he'll play tonight. I think he's going to get minutes soon. He's got to learn the defense. His offensive skills, no one questions those at all. But he's going to be a backup point guard. It's just a question of, because if he can play the backup one, that will free up Eric Gordon to be more comfortable at that 2 and in the short ball, lineups 3 spot, and be more of a scorer rather than a facilitator. So it's just a matter of time before KPJ will get those backup minutes at the 1.
Okay, all right. And then my household favorite, Kenyon Martin Jr. What do we think he'll pick up minute-wise, especially given some of the injuries that the team has?
He seems to be good to go from his ankle injury that he had in the G League. Coach Silas mentioned that KJ displayed some of his athleticism yesterday in practice. So that's good to see another energy boost, another young guy, energetic athlete that Rockets can really use in the second half of the season. So some pieces, some of the parts of the team are getting healthy. Then you got House and Eric Gordon and Nwaba who aren't. So at some point this second half, hopefully the team will be whole. They'll be injury-free, and then we can really get a chance to see how they look. But injuries are part of it, and you got to do what you can with who you got. And they're going to try to win tonight and snap this 13-game skid.
Yeah, that part. We got to take a quick break. We'll come back with more of that when we talk to Kris Gardner. Houston Roundball Review, Throwback Thursday. If you want to get in with your questions, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. Or text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. It's the lunch break. Also, why don't you join TD Blackshear for Table Talk on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on the legendary KYOK AM 1140, 92.3 FM, and streaming live on KYOKradio.org.
I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, maybe losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject at every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, in the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Beautiful people, this is Major. This is why I love you on the lunch break. All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It's Throwback Thursday. It's Women's History Month. And we got Kris Gardner joining us for our Throwback Thursday. Mr. Houston Roundball review himself. Kris, Rockets going to end that losing streak tonight. 13 in a row, bro.
It's got to end sometime. I doubt it ends tomorrow in Utah. So,
yeah, I was going to say, that's what I said. I'm focusing on tonight.
Yeah. The Kings are struggling too, so it's a great shot tonight. If they don't get it done tonight, it's going to be 15. So,
Kris said if they don't do it tonight, they ain't going to do it for a little while.
Well, no, like I said, it's going to be 15. That means they're going to lose tomorrow. They get home. I mean, Boston's struggling too, not as bad as the Rockets. Boston is underachieving for Boston standards.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
that's Boston standards. That ain't that ain't Rocket standards.
But I noticed it yesterday. I was talking to another friend of mine because, listeners know, I'm a Pistons fan. The Pistons stink. The Pistons stink this year. It's part of a plan.
Right.
But I didn't really pay attention. They have 10 wins. The Rockets have 11. And I was like, wow. One of these things was expected and one wasn't. So,
oh God. That's hilarious, man.
But in truth, a big reason for the Rockets' struggles is injuries.
Right.
Everybody seemed like has been injured for the Rockets at some point this year.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but 11 wins, 10 wins for Detroit. But, at some point, Seawood returns, the Rockets will start winning again.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's just a matter of time.
I agree. Man, I with 11 wins, if they win 30 games, that feels like that would be a Herculean effort, which is crazy because, we're used to 55, 60. You know what I mean? I mean, if they win 30 games, that's Herculean.
That would mean they would finish 30 and 42 this year because it's a 72-game shortened season.
Right.
So they have, 38 games, maybe 40 games in the second half now. So 19 wins, that's 500 for the second half.
I mean, am I asking for too much? It's a shame that 500 might be a bite too big.
I think that's doable. Health, got to get healthy.
Yeah.
Pieces here and there, that's not going to be good enough long-term for the season. They need everybody healthy to really see what they have. And then after March 25th, these next 2 weeks, we're going to see how they look. And then if Rafael Stone says, yeah, March 24th, make some deals, I'm going to seal up, make it official for some of these teams I've been talking to for a month or two. Let's get it done. And then we'll really see March 26th, after the deadline, who's still here and who's going to finish the season.
Right. Yeah. I mean, how realistic is it that there'll be a fire sale between, like you said, March now and March 25th?
It depends if they start winning.
Mm-hmm.
If they get healthy and still lose, this ain't working.
Yeah.
Got to make some changes.
Yeah.
Got to decide if you're going to bring back Victor Oladipo. He's a free agent this summer. I don't see him coming. I don't see him coming back.
I don't either. Either.
So PJ Tucker, free agent. If you can get something for both of them that you like, don't get nickels on the dollar.
Right.
Make that move now. Because, see, the Rockets, I mean, they're such a hard rock position because they need, it depends on your perspective. They finish top 4 with the worst record. They keep the pick, that top 4 pick. 5th through 30th, OKC's going to trade with them, swap picks with them. So a healthy Rocket team is not going to have one of the 4 worst records in the NBA. I don't believe that's going to happen. So they really got to decide. If we're healthy, we're going to win. Is that a good thing long term? Especially in this draft, because I said it to you before, brother. there's some legit talent in top 5 picks of this draft, man. So there's some impact players I think really could help the Rockets going forward.
Yeah. Chris, you've been inside many of those locker rooms. You've been on many of the, the conference calls, what have you. Nobody's officially going to say, except for the old Philadelphia 76ers, nobody's officially going to say that we are tanking so that we can improve our draft position. What would it take for this organization who hadn't done any of that in decades to do something like that?
I don't believe it's going to happen, period.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Regardless, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't.
Yeah.
Even if they're healthy and still losing, they're not going to say, they're not going to invoke the process. They're just not. Or Phil Stone is part of that Daryl Morey tree. Not going to happen. Daryl Morey did not believe in tanking to improve your draft stock. Did not believe in it.
Man, it's unfortunate because, again, the Rockets are in
But it doesn't always work, though.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But they are in a perfect position to do something they haven't done in a long time, and that's rebuild the whole thing from scratch.
Yes. And I think with the talent, you got Cade Cunningham, legit, Jalen Suggs of Gonzaga. Oh, boy, Evan Mobley, USC, Jonathan Kuminga, Gene League, 6'8". Mobley is 7 feet, skilled, big man, freshman. I like tall brothers, tall dudes who can shoot. Tall dudes can do everything, Black, white, brown. If you got skills and you're tall,
come on
my team.
Right.
I think there's enough legit impact players that could help the Rockets in this draft, top 5. They got to finish top 4. So I think there are 4 legit impact rookies in this coming draft.
Yeah. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us here on the show. Let's jump off the Rockets for a second. If you want to touch base on the Dallas Mavericks Spurs game, Kristaps Porzingis still says he's not quite back, but nice double-double. And then, of course, Luka with a triple-double in twos, 22, 12, and 12. But we got to get to U of H. And
please do. All for it. I'm here for it. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't realize that they hadn't had a person be the conference MVP in how long? Since the 90s?
Bo Outlaw. Yep. The Bo Outlaw days. So
wow.
Quentin Grimes, and no knock on Quentin Grimes. Great year. But Houston, U of H, Houston Media, Quentin Grimes, Player of the Year. Wichita State, Tyson Etienne, Player of the Year. They both won the award. It's a co-Player of the Year this year.
Okay.
Both of them won it, but depending on where you are,
right,
you're not acknowledging the other dude at all. And that's okay, I guess, but Tyson and Quentin Grimes both had great seasons for their respective teams.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Quentin Grimes is Houston's first conference Player of the Year since Bo Outlaw.
Wow.
Quentin Grimes was named third-team All-American by the Sporting News on Tuesday or Monday of this week. First All-American since Hakeem and Michael Young. That's a long time ago, brother.
A long time ago. And they had teams over that stretch. Quentin was on with Jim Rome today, and I was glad to hear that. Him getting some national attention. So, tell us about this young man for those who don't know and don't follow me. I mean, he played right here. So tell us a little bit.
Yes, he did. And since I'm on the committee, he's also a winner of the Gavi Lewis Award in 2018. He was legit high school player, and that award is for the best boys high school player in the Houston area. So he went to Kansas out of high school, did not live up to the hype. The pressure, expectations, he didn't meet them at KU. KU is that's a basketball program. It's a basketball factory. And his numbers were decent. He didn't shoot great, not a high percentage. He decided to transfer, came back home. Houston, Kelvin Sampson and Coach Bill Self are different dudes.
Baby, night and day.
Different dudes.
Yeah.
And Quinn's offense was good. But to play for Coach Kelvin Sampson, you need to defend and rebound. Mm-hmm. Quinn had his moments last year. Quinn got things together this offseason, and has improved his defense and his rebounding, and that's why he stays on the floor, because his offense is going to come around.
Yeah.
He works on it all day, all the time with Coach Quantis White in practice. Coach Sampson gives you the freedom if you have the skill set to get things done offensively, as long as you do things to stay on the court defensively.
Okay.
And that's Quentin has bought into that. Coach Sampson said it, I think, at a June or July media session, that Quentin has bought into the system. He's ready to take over, be the leader of the team this coming season. And when he said that, I expected him to be the best player on this year's team. So I was surprised that Caleb Mills was tabbed as the conference player of the year, preseason player of the year. I don't believe Caleb was the best player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be Quentin. Quentin has proved that to be the case. And Caleb decided to transfer and ended up signing with Florida State.
Okay.
U of H hasn't missed Caleb. No knock on Caleb.
Right. No, not right.
They haven't missed him at all.
Gotcha.
You know, they freed up his departure freed up more minutes for the other guards, solidified the rotation. But if you saw Quentin pull up against, it was Cincinnati USF from the logo, like a step across half court, that H in the interlocking U of H, and nail it, you saw, you know, and I'm not big, you know, I'm not huge on all these 3-point jacks and stuff like that, but he made it.
Yeah.
Coach Sampson said it's a good shot because he can make it.
Yeah.
That shows you the freedom that he's had. But Quentin is averaging 17 points a game and more importantly, like 7 rebounds a game as well.
Okay. Okay.
So his all-around game has improved, and most likely he's going to go pro. That's my talk. I haven't talked to him about that. That's my opinion. Okay. His stock probably not going to get any higher next year if he comes back. I think he's getting some looks in NBA mock drafts. So I think he'll be in this coming the 2021 draft in the summer. Wish him the best of luck, and then we'll see who Coach Sampson gets to fill the role next season. Going to reload,
and that's how he does it. I got nothing but respect for him in doing that. Any chance Grimes stays home, or does he end up somewhere else if he does go in the draft?
Unlike Nate Hinton, I think there's a possibility that Quentin will get drafted in the second round.
Okay.
Nate is not the shooter, scorer that Quentin is, but you know, Quentin is not the defensive player that Nate wasn't at U of H, nor the all-out hustle that Nate was. Nate, if a shot was missed, wherever the ball, Nate had that knack. He could just track it down, almost Rodman-esque. He would go get it from 3-point line. If he had to go to the corner to get it, he would go get it. He would drive on the floor. Quentin has gotten better at that, but I think offensively, Quentin has a chance to be the reason he gets drafted in the second round. Nate's in the G League on the Mavs system, so we wish him the best of luck. But I thought Nate should have come back this coming season, but when he decided to go pro, you know, I don't even get drafted. That didn't happen, but he's in the G League with the Mavs and doing pretty well. I think Quentin will be the first U of H player since Damian Dotson to get drafted second round, most likely. And then you will continue to see the talent level get better, NBA potential-wise, for U of H as the years go forward. And Coach Sampson will be here a while. He signed that extension through the 26-27 season. So the U of H men's team is nationally relevant. You said it. Quentin was on with Jim Rome this morning. The program is here.
Yeah.
It's just a question of if they can get to a Final Four and really put their stamp nationally to let everybody know. Start talking about Phi Sigma Gamma. We're U of H 21st century.
Gotcha. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review. That being said, the AAC tournament going on as we speak. How do you think things are going to shake out with U of H?
They'll play the winner of the Tulane-Tulsa game. That game starts at 2, so in a few minutes for us. They'll play that game Friday at 6 p.m. on ESPNU, quarterfinal game. They should win that game. And then, assuming Memphis does their part, we'll have a Memphis U of H game on Saturday.
Rematch.
And I know Memphis has to win. They know it. They got to win the conference championship, period, to get into the tournament.
Yeah.
But they know they are warm for how they lost Sunday. On that buzzer beater by Tremont Mark, half court shot. So they want U of H.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, you know, not as a U of H alum, I'll say this as a media person, U of H ain't scared. So if that happens, it is great for the conference because Memphis, when Penny took over, Memphis was tabbed as the national team to follow from the American.
Right.
Penny had all the McDonald's All-Americans coming in, James Wiseman, all that legit talent, did live to the hype. U of H is now the national program for the conference. But if Memphis can come along, Wichita State, regular season champs, Coach Isaac Brown, great job his first year with the Shockers. And like I said, Tyson Etienne is a pro. So they have the chance to be nationally relevant in the American. They were in the Valley before they came over to the American. And then you're looking at 3 teams year in, year out who are on the national landscape. And brother, think about this. Off top of your head, how many head coaches in the American look like me and you? It's a lot.
That's all right.
Kelvin Sampson is an indigenous Native American, but a lot of folks think he's one of us.
Yep.
Penny Hardaway at Memphis.
Yep.
Isaac Brown, Wichita State.
Yep.
Johnny Dawkins at UCF.
Yep.
Aaron McKee at Temple.
Yep.
That's off the top of my head.
Man, I like it.
Ron Hunter at Tulane. That's half right there. That's 6.
I like all of that. I like every bit of that. You know I love that. That's all right.
And a friend of mine pointed that out to me, and we thought about it and kicked it around, off top both of our ball domes. But yeah, think about that. And I'm saying this to parents of talented young men. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about what I said.
Yeah.
If you don't want to deal with schools and songs and alums of schools with songs, think about what I just said. And I named 6 different men, 6 different programs in the American. Think about what I just said. And there's nothing wrong with the American. The American has been around 7, 8 years, basketball-wise. Heck, football-wise, Cincinnati doing a great job on the football field.
Absolutely.
This conference is on the come up.
Yeah. Kris, stay right there. Let me hit a quick break. We'll come back. And then I need to play a game with you, Kris. So get ready. We'll do that when we come back. Right here on the lunch break, Legendary KYOK.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The Legendary KYOK.
Now, in-home or in-office do-it-yourself COVID-19 testing is available to you, and the results are 99% accurate. Save your time and be safe by avoiding the lines and crowds. You can test yourself and your family members at home. Test your employees at work, making sure your workplace is safe. Simply call Citation Bioscience at the number we're about to give you to order your COVID-19 testing kits. When they arrive, follow the simple instructions and send them back to us with our prepaid shipping. Results are ready the next day in 95% of the cases. And remember, they are 99% accurate and reimbursable by your insurance company. Save your time, stay safe, and avoid the crowds. Order your COVID-19 kits now by calling this number now. Pricing starts at $119 and discounts are available for larger orders. Call now. 800-247-8046. 800-247-8046. That's 800-247-8046.
Do you watch television?
Last
Of
one.
course you do. Then have you tried Dish TV from All American Dish yet? No? Well, now is a great time because we're giving everyone that calls today a 2-year locked-in price. Your rate will not change for 2 years. The clock is ticking. Call now, get Dish, and get your price locked in for 2 years and save yourself some money. Dish
I
has
gotta
your
read a
favorite
comment to
TV
you,
programs, even Netflix and Amazon Prime built into the DVR. You can even watch Dish anywhere you have an internet connection. Plus, we've even got awesome discounts for the military and seniors. Oh, and one more thing. Call All American Dish now and we'll even give you a free Google TV voice remote, free installation, and free equipment. Don't wait. Call All American Dish now.
800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. That's 800-296-1302.
Beautiful people, this is Major. This is why I love you on the lunch break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the Legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It's Throwback Thursday. It's Women's History Month. I got Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining me on the show. And Kris, somebody just sent a text message in, and it says, "Bro, please tell Kris I like him a lot, but I need him to ease up on my Longhorns. Shaka needs players too."
Well, that is true. That is true. And my folks went to UT, so but I'm gonna keep it real as well. So, but Shaka knows what's up. Shaka's in a tough spot, so he can't come out and publicly say things like that. I'm here for Shaka.
There you go. There you go. So, does UT need a win tonight
for the tournament? No.
Yeah,
they're in. Oh no.
Okay. Because they got Texas Tech tonight. So do they need to shock Texas Tech to make some noise?
Bro, look at Texas Tech's record. If you can, pull it up. Most of their losses, besides losing U of A's non-conference, have been in the Big 12. I think they have 7 or 8 losses, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're like a 6th seed in the projections.
Yep, they're 17-9.
Because and their conference record is what, like 8-9, something like that, right around 500.
Yeah, because they lost to oh man.
But my point is, when you are a power conference, you can be around 500. Apparently, be around 500, and they lost to good teams.
Yeah.
So it's okay. They lost to good teams. Where if you are in a quote unquote mid-major conference. Oh, well, sorry. Who'd y'all play in conference play? That you guys aren't very good, and the conference isn't good as a whole. Well, it's a conference. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
I have to play my other conference members. What am I supposed to do? Well, that's true, but if I can, I got to step on my box here. I don't see the point for majority of these conference tournaments. Men's and women's basketball, especially if you're mid-major. If your attendance for these tournaments is not great, don't have them. I mean, it makes no sense to have them unless the TV money, which I doubt, is just spectacular and makes sense for you financially to have it. Because all you're doing is you're penalizing your regular season champ.
Wow.
Team that, year in, year out, plays 18, 20 conference games, goes 17-3, 16-4, whatever, 12-1, 12-2, has one bad game in the conference tournament to the last place team and is out. They're done. Season's over. And then you are sending your last place team, if they win the automatic bid, to the NCAA to get trashed, just get destroyed.
Right.
Whereas your first place team, your regular season champ, might have a better shot at doing something in that first round game than your last place team. So I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because it did not used to be this way. Years ago, regular season champ was the automatic bid, was the auto bid. I mean, years ago, it was one champ per conference to the tournament. But we know the conference championship is a money grab.
Right.
That the student athletes will never see.
Yeah.
So I don't see the point of it. If you're a power conference, you get more chance to get your resume improved like you need it. I mean, you're playing each other 2 times already. You're gonna play them a 3rd time. That's another boost. But those conferences are for ESPN. They're made for TV events.
Right. No, I agree with you. We got to play a quick game before we go.
Okay.
Normally I do a game called Stats Battle on Wednesday.
Okay.
It's Women's History Month. So I saved this one just for you. You're going to be the only one to tell me, do you want player A or player B?
Okay.
And I will let you know who they are at the end. All right. Are you ready, Kris?
Yes.
All right. Player A was the number one overall pick in the WNBA draft. Player B was the number one overall pick in the WNBA draft. when she came out. Who do you want, player A or player B?
What's the difference? What's player A?
I know isn't that something?
They're both number one overall picks in WNBA draft.
That's right, in their respective years when they came out.
I can't get any more info than that, man. I got to pick one of those.
Not yet.
Wow, man. I mean, is one of them close to my age? I can't get no hint at all. No hint at all. No.
Player A or player B?
So I said no. Player A.
Player A. Okay. I like what you did there. That's a decision. Okay. All right. Player A is a 4-time WNBA champion. Player B is a 4-time WNBA champion. Who do you want, player A or player B?
I mean, this sounds like Simona Guts and Tina Thompson.
Player A or player B?
Player A. We'll stick with player A.
Okay, you're sticking with player A, 2-0. All right, here we go. Now, player A is a 5-time All-NBA first team. I'm sorry, scratch that. That was player B. I didn't switch over. Let me go back. Player A is a 3-time All WNBA first team. Player B is a 5-time. Who do you want, player A or player B?
I'm still sticking with player A.
Okay, interesting. All right, here we go. Player A is a 9-time WNBA All-Star. 9-time. Player B is a 11-time WNBA All-Star. Who do you want, player A or player B?
And it's the same two players for the whole thing, right?
For the whole thing.
I'm still sticking with player A.
Okay. All right. I like how you're doing this. All right, here we go. This is the last category. All right. Player A has won 2 Olympic gold medals. Player B has won 4 Olympic gold medals. Who do you want, player A or player B?
I'm kind of figuring out who this is now.
That's why I wanted you to do this.
Player B now, because Olympic medals. I think I know who this is, but go ahead. Go ahead and tell me who it is.
We do 5 categories. Tell me who you think. Player.
No. Go ahead, tell me who it is.
That's part of the game. You normally win the money, $25, whatever, if you can tell me at least who one of the players is. So can you tell me who you think one of them is?
Wow. Sue Bird.
Okay. Any other guesses?
Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi?
All right. I'm going to give you credit because you even said the name of both of the players.
So, yeah.
So, player A, who you selected overall, was Tina Thompson.
Yes.
Player B, who you gave 1 vote to, was Sue Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The four Olympics, the last 2 clues kind of told me it was Sue Bird. Yeah.
And that's why I put those further down, because there's some people that'll try and Google it real fast. So Tina Thompson was the number 1 pick in 1997. Tina Thompson was a 4-time NBA champ, of course you know, and 9-time WNBA All-Star. She was also 3-time All-NBA first team, and she won 2 gold medals in 08 and 04 and 08. Sue Bird, on the other hand, was the number 1 overall pick in 2002, 4-time NBA champ, 11-time WNBA All-Star, 5-time All-WNBA first team, and she won gold medals in 04, 08, 12 and 16.
And I know both of them. I've obviously known Tina for years. So, but I met Sue Bird. I think she and I were participating in one of those NCAA mock selections. And this was around the time, obviously years ago, when Sue did some TV games, college basketball games. She did a few games here in Houston as well. So, yeah.
Now, I have heard that she's really down to earth, real good.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yes,
all right,
yes.
All right. So let me be petty for the first time this year. How did you and Tina get along?
We had no problems. Tina and I, we're still, I don't want to say friendly, but we still talk. She's at Virginia. Usually when I see her here in town is at Rocket games, and we always speak. So no problems. I never had problems with Tina.
I got on the wrong side of Tina, and I still don't know how.
But she was one of the first players to put a media person in check if you did not ask a question, and I mean ask a question, not a statement. Ask a question, because she replied, "So what's your question?"
And I never did that, thank goodness, because that would have just sealed the deal for me. I mean, it was so bad that I went to Coach Thompson on her. Like, what is wrong with Tina and me? She's like, don't worry about it. Just it's nothing personal. And when she said that,
don't get me wrong.
I
have heard some other colleagues who Tina did not think highly of Tina. I'll just put it like that. But I never had a problem with Tina Thompson.
Well, I mean, and what's sad is I thought highly of Tina. I was infatuated with Tina. Well, I love Tina's work. I'll put it that way. And I think I know what I did. It was, about the whole Cheryl going to, the other team. And by the time I had covered them, they had already played Cheryl once. So when I asked her, what was it like playing against Cheryl? Well, we've already done that and da-da-da-da. And she literally hit me with the next question.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, I ain't got no next question for you.
Yeah, Tina blunt. She's straightforward. And there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, man, I was just like, and I left it alone. And the next time I tried to, because I was following the team at the time, I tried to ask her, and she was like, looked at me, and then she took the question from somebody else. I was like, okay, all right, that's how we doing. All right, cool.
Yeah, she'll give you that look like, you're done. I'm done with you.
I felt very dismissed.
Yep.
Kris, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you. All the great work that you do on Houston Roundball Review.
As always, appreciate it, my man. HoustonRoundballReview.com. www.HoustonRoundballReview.com. Same on YouTube, Houston Roundball Review. Instagram, same thing, Houston Roundball Review. Twitter, little bit different. HR Review on Twitter. THEHR Review on Twitter. I got to push it. It's business. I am an affiliate of the ESPN Plus Disney bundles. So there are links that you can sign up to get that if you haven't, or upgrade to it. And if you do, I do earn a commission. Commissions, everybody knows commissions help, part of business. So if you sign up, go to my website, HoustonRoundballReview.com, and get the ESPN Plus bundle. If you get it now, just so you know, the price is going to go up $1 per month on March 26th. So you can save some money right now. Get the bundle. Bundles save money for the most part. But you get ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu, all three. So for one monthly rate, if you want to go that route, or go the annual route as well. And I'm also a customer too. So, and now not now, but ESPN has launched the agreement with the NHL. So they're going to add hockey to the ESPN Plus package as well. So hockey, SEC football is coming to ESPN. So a lot of stuff is going to be added to ESPN Plus. And of course, Marvel movies. Black Panther's on Disney. A lot of Marvel stuff is going to be on Disney Plus. So go to HoustonRoundballReview.com, sign up via the links posted on my site, and I do get some commission out of that. Brother, TSU Alcorn State tipping off now on ESPN3.
That's what I do. Kris, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. That's why I'm wearing my TSU. We'll see if they can't get a big win. Prairie View got the big win. Beat up on poor little
Poor Valley. Poor Valley.
Valley, 91-64. So, Kris, have a good one, bro. We'll be talking soon, okay?
Take care, man. Be safe. Love you.
All right, love you too. Hey, we got to get ready to go. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on to give us our COVID-19 update. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. Y'all be blessed.
on the Biden administration to develop temporary passes showing which passengers have been tested and vaccinated for coronavirus. Industry leaders hope the credentials will help travel and hospitality return to normal. Although those pushing for the credentials say it is important to establish uniform guidance, they add that vaccination should not be a requirement for domestic or international travel. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
All right, got it in. Man, that was a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Definitely always love having Kris Gardner on. Got a very special guest joining me tomorrow. Please don't miss tomorrow's show. And I mean, I thank God for each and every one of y'all. Let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Try to keep wearing your mask. Keep washing your hands. Sanitize everything around you. And again, give people about 6 feet. And when you see that racism, and there's plenty of it out there, kill it. Not the person, but the racism. All right, love y'all. Y'all take care.